All right, to watch this for October 25th, let's glance at the SPY. It's pretty much in the middle of its 1 month range, so nothing really that's going to sway me one way or another. You know, it's no shock events, so it just means trading as usual for me. I'm going to highlight RTTR real quick, which is on the watch list from last night. Had a nice breakout today, and I want to give Wayne credit from the chat room. Called it long, just one tick above Friday's high. 279 was Wayne's idea. It triggered right there on this candle. Worst case stop, a dime below, and we got to move all the way up to 326. Really nice percentage move there, and it just goes to show the power of having these recent high flyers on watch. So I'm going to go into the list now for tomorrow. OPGN put in a red day today. It was on watch after gapping up. It was red, but no trades in it today. Just goes back on watch for tomorrow. CTRV, nice bottoming tail today. I want to watch that one for a continuation of this bounce tomorrow. Was on watch today, but no trades in it. RGSE, little volume spike and a possible double bottom in place. I'm going to look for a continuation of that bounce tomorrow. OPTT, this one, if you just look at the daily, you think, what the heck's he talking about? But then when you go to intraday, 15-minute candles, this thing moved from 270 to 384 in one session, plus the 15 minutes into the second session. So it's a nice move and really kind of flagging ever since, and looks like it's starting to curl back up. With this thing having a low float and crazy moves like this in the past, I think it's time to start watching that for a potential long. That is OPTT. Let's go UNIS. Really nice pop today. I'm just going to look for a continuation, like a red to green or something like that tomorrow. KOOL. This is a low float stock like I like, and I like the breakout attempt today, but then it ends up closing about where it gapped up to, where it opened. So you kind of have an intraday round trip, which makes me like it a lot less, but it did make a huge move back here. It's a low float stock. It does make huge moves at times. I definitely want to watch that for a potential move either tomorrow or Wednesday or Thursday. We're just definitely going to keep that one on watch. AUPH was on bounce watch today. It did put in a bottoming tail. No trades in it for me today, but it's definitely worth watching for a continuation of that bounce tomorrow. MBRX. It's kind of a weird looking chart, but it did go in two sessions from 235 to 437. So a huge move there in two sessions, and now you're down lower on lower volume for 2 days. This one might be ready to put in a lower high and turn back up tomorrow. LEDS, big pop on Friday, inside day today, might continue, maybe a red to green, something like that in it tomorrow. DGLY, low float stock, kind of breaking a trend line here today. It didn't have much volume, but in some ways it's encouraging that it was able to move up like this on very little volume. Looking for some continuation. There's not a lot of resistance here to the left of this thing, so it can make big moves at times, so I'm going to watch that. And then lastly, I've got GNC, which after this pop last week is kind of flagging, so I want to keep that one on watch for an upside pop. That's all I have. One quick note, there's 24 hours left. Tomorrow night is going to be the end of our lifetime membership for the chat room for the price of 1 year. After that, it goes back to full price. So if you've been considering joining, this is a great time to join the chat room, which I 100% in my heart believe has the best teamwork on the planet. One quick note about the chat room and the format, you have the ability to watch people trade, search the chat room. So if you see a stock ripping, you can go do a chat room search of that symbol. And more than likely, if there's a stock ripping, somebody in our room caught it early, posted it early. And that's a great way to build what we call your hot list. You could take that person that posted that early and say, you know what, this person is pretty good at spotting the early movers. And you can add that person to your hot list. And then you can set it up to give you an audible alert when anybody on your hot list posts an idea. So it makes the chat room an incredible scanning tool in and of itself, because you can decide which traders you want alerts when they post something. And believe me, there's almost never a stock running that you do a chat room search and didn't see somebody posted it at the very beginning of the run. And you'll start to notice a pattern. There's about, there's plenty of people in there, but you'll start to see a pattern of the same people over and over really spotting these things early. And then you can add them to your hot list. And you've got one heck of a scanner on your hands, too. So 24 hours left to get in on that lifetime for the price of 1 year. I'm done babbling. Enjoy the rest of your evening. We'll see you guys tomorrow.